That winner will also move into the Final Four to join Cedarville, a 2-point winner over Southern Oregon by a score of 66-64, and Concordia, Nebraska, a 71-68 winner over Cornerstone, Michigan. Cedarville and Concordia will be the 6 p.m. game on Monday night. They'll go out to the Showboat Branson Bell on Sunday and join the winner of this game and the winner of the ensuing game. Oregon Tech will be going from right to left across your radio dial in the second half as we get ready to start the game, and Indiana Tech will have the first possession. Starting lineups intact here for the second half. Both teams look to be all business. All right, put the ball in play to Cooley. Cooley with the dribble out on top. Comes right-hand side to Hawkins. Hawkins back to Cooley. Cooley looks inside, now comes back over to Hawkins on the right. Trying to get it into McKenna, they do against Carlson. Turns, wants to drive along the baseline underneath, flips it back underneath, and the Owls have another steal. Nunes comes up with it, gives it to Carlson, over to Hayseap, and Oregon Tech will come the other way. Tied at 28, just underway, second half. Hayseap in the front court. Lavelle out on top. Comes down, kicks it to the right-hand side to Mike Nunes. Back to Lavelle Hayseap. Brings it back out to Danny Mills. Over to Alex Carlson. Carlson wants to drive back to Mills. Open for three. Very short off the rim. Rebound comes over to Kendrick. Cornelius on the far side. Gets it across the timeline to Cooley on the right side. And Jawan will set it up out on top. Cooley yo-yos the dribble. Goes to Hawkins on the right wing. Hawkins looks inside, trying to find McKenna. Can't get it to him. Backs his way and comes way out to Cooley. Lobs down, pass to Goings, down low. They cut him off, come way back out to Hawkins. Wants to drive the middle. Ball stolen. Here come the Owls. Hayseap on a breakaway. Going to take it to the well and lay it home. Lavelle Hayseap now with 7. Another turnover for Indiana Tech, and Oregon Tech ahead, 30-28. Cornelius out on top to Cooley. Cooley on the dribble. Back to D'Antonio Hawkins on the right. Hawkins looking along the baseline. They're trying to get it into McKenna. He has been a force. McKenna backs his way in. Turns around, tosses it up and in. They have not been able to find the answer for Luke McKenna. He's now got 13, and we're tied at 30. Fourth of the game. Hayseap out on top to Nunes. Nunes terminates his dribble over to Carlson. Carlson down to Danny Mills. Mills back to Carlson. On top, Nunes for three. Straight on splat. Mike Nunes. Michael is the only one that has made a three for Oregon Tech. He's got 8 in the game, and Oregon Tech leads 33-30. Cooley, right-hand side to Hawkins. Down to McKenna. McKenna against Carlson. Backs his way. Back to Hawkins. Back to McKenna. McKenna, they try to drop down on him. Whirls around. Carlson blocks it. Right into the hands of Mike Nunes, who gets it to Hayseap. Long pass to Lawrence. Lay it home. Andre Lawrence at Oregon Tech has run off 5 in a row for a 5-point lead. They've tied their biggest lead, second time they've had it. Left-hand side, Cornelius back to Jawan. His shot for 3, no good. Rebound, Carlson, as Cooley missed. Get it up to Hayseap. Hayseap down the right-hand side, and a pass lost out of bounds as Lavelle threw it. Not a good pass. First turnover for Hayseap. And it goes out of bounds. They'll come the other way. Cooley in a hurry. Down low to Goings, back over to Cooley. Long three, right side, Cooley, no good. Rebound, Carlson, knocked out of bounds by Goings. And OIT will put the ball in play. And now they put pressure in the backcourt again on Oregon Tech. Carlson trying to get it in. Does to Danny Mills. Back to Carlson. Mills will now bring it into the front court. Bounce pass, not a good pass by Danny Mills. As Cooley steals it, Cooley's going to come the other way, knocks Carlson down, basket will count, he's fouled. Not a good pass by Danny Mills. The foul will go on Alex Carlson, that will be his first. Mike Hansen comes in for Danny Mills. That turnover very costly for Oregon Tech. First basket of the game for Cooley on the stolen ball. And he will go to the foul line where he is 2 of 2, make it 3 of 3. You don't want him there. Now in 3 days, he's 30 of 32. And they're back within 2. It's 35 Oregon Tech, 33 Virginia Tech. Michael Nunes to Carlson into the front court. Alex back to Andre Lawrence. Back over to Carlson. Clear across the court with the ball to Haysia for 3. Splat.
I thought we were playing Indiana Tech here.
Who did I say?
Virginia.
Virginia Tech. Well, that would be bigger and better yet, wouldn't it? All right. Thank you, Mike. Sorry about that, folks. Va Tech, huh? All right, down low. They get it to Goings, and he lays it home. Now they're going to both big men. 38-35 OIT, 16-10 remaining in the game. Owls with the basketball and a 3-point lead. Front court, Andre Lawrence out near the center line. Lawrence on the dribble, kicks it over to Mike Hansen. Hansen has the ball, bounces down low to Andre Lawrence, goes in the key. Underneath, want to roll it up off the glass, and a foul is going to be called, and Lawrence will go to the line. Did not go, but he'll shoot 2.
Cooley.
And the foul is on Cooley, and that's the 3rd foul on Jawan Cooley. Andre Lawrence will shoot 2. Hasn't been to the line today. First shot is good. Andre, 74% on the year. And it's 39-35 Oregon Tech. 15:53 remaining. Second shot is no good. Rebound McKenna. Want to remind you that this is the sports leader in the Klamath Basin. KHU 1150 on your AM dial in Klamath Falls, Oregon. Pass goes into Goings. It's stolen. Scramble for it on the floor. Goings gets it back to McKenna. McKenna's going to try a long 3. Back iron, no good. Gets his own rebound over in the corner to Hawkins. He'll toss up a 3, and it's good. Hawkins now with 10 in the game, and it's 39-38. The Oregon Tech lead is cut to 1. 15:24 remaining in this ballgame. Haysia front court on the dribble. Lavelle out in front. Comes back over to Carlson. Carlson into Andre Lawrence in the key. A little floater, good. Andre Lawrence. Lawrence now in the game with a dozen. 41-38 OIT, 15:08. Cooley, front court, right-hand side, out on top to Kendrick Cornelius. Kick it way over to D'Antonio Hawkins. He puts up a 17-footer. No good. Rebound, Andre Lawrence. Lawrence hands the ball to Haysia, and he walks it into the front court. Danny Miles took his coat off a long time ago, and he's pacing up and down in front of the bench. Now Lavelle comes left-hand side to Mike Hansen. Hansen back out to Alex Carlson, to Andre Lawrence on the left side. Lawrence wants to drive to the middle again. Lobs down to Carlson. Underneath, want to put it up and roll it home on a great pass from Andre Lawrence. And it's 43-38. Third time that they've had the 5-point lead. Pass to Goings. Down low, bounces to McKenna. Little 5-footer, good. Oh my, can McKenna play? He's got 15. We've got a timeout. 43-40 Oregon Tech with 14:20 remaining. We'll be back.
Now you can take the guesswork out of your business decisions. Call the professionals at the WMJ Group and let them help you understand your customer needs. The WMJ Group is Klamath Basin's only full-service market research and consulting firm. Whether it's understanding customer needs or designing measurements, the WMJ Group is the place to call. So why not call them today at 884-7149 and find out what the WMJ Group can do for you.
If you're in business, you know just how critical it is to have all of the elements in place. Desks, chairs, filing cabinets, paper, pencils, and more. For over a quarter century, Mark Lepley and Bob Petrick of L&P Office Products have provided the Klamath Basin's businesses the very best in office supplies and furnishings. Locally owned and operated, L&P Office Products has what you need at the right price. Call or stop by soon. You'll be glad you did. L&P Office Products, 12th and Main, downtown.
Back at College of the Ozarks, Keeter Gymnasium, here in Point Lookout, Missouri. 43-40 is the score. Oregon Tech the lead in the basketball. 14:15 remaining in the game. Haysia front court, right-hand side to Hansen. Mike Hansen on the dribble. Terminates, goes to Haysia on the left wing. Now Lavelle will bring it back out in front again. Back over to Mike Hansen. Hansen, one bounce dribble, gives it to Andre Lawrence on top. Left side to Lavelle. Lavelle comes back, wants to go into Andre. Little floater in the lane, roll around, tip up, and roll around, and in. And who got the tip?
Carlson, I believe.
Alex Carlson, the tip. He's got 6 in the game. A lot of hands up above there. Back to a 5-point lead. McKenna straight on 3 is an air ball and out of bounds, and you'll hear that from the Oregon Tech faithful. Oregon Tech to put the ball in play. Leading by 5, could take their biggest lead of the game right here early on. Indiana Tech led by 7-0. Hansen has the ball back out on top to Lawrence. Down low, and Andre loses the handle on it. Danny Mills tries to pick it up, but they say the basketball will go to Indiana Tech on the Oregon Tech turnover. Andre trying to do too much, got in the middle, got in trouble.
Yeah, I think that went off McKenna's leg.
I do too. Trying to be kind on TV, film, whatever. I will agree. I think Indiana Tech may have gotten a break. Cooley, front court to Hawkins, over to Kendrick Cornelius. Cornelius has the ball, gives it out on the high post to Goings. Goings has it knocked away, picks it back up, turns in the lane, looks on the cut and go to Cooley underneath, no good. Shot partially blocked. Rebound comes out to Andre Lawrence, and he gives it to Lavelle Haysia. We've hit 13 minutes, 45, OIT 40, Indiana Tech. Haysia front court, goes to Jarrett Hall, who just came into the game on the right-hand side. Danny Mills also. Back out on top, Carlson. Over to Hall, open for 3. Off the iron, no good. Tipped out, but grabbed by Indiana Tech, and they've got a breakaway. As Cooley will go down and lay it up. No one was back, and Cooley, it was only white shirts, lays it home, and that cuts the Oregon Tech lead to 3 at 45-42. And Danny Miles wants a timeout to discuss that last play. We'll be back.
Is your car ready for the long winter ahead? Well then, head on down to Oil Can Henry's at 5805 South 6th Street. They'll gladly check all your fluid levels while you stay toasty warm in your car. And while your car's being serviced, sit back and relax. They'll even give you a paper to read. Oil Can Henry's knows that your time is precious, so they'll get you in and out fast. They also know that your money is precious too, so it won't put you in debt just to keep your car maintained. Oil Can Henry's values their customers and our community. Oil Can Henry, 5805 South 6th Street.
Lights, camera, action. That's what the professionals at Lush Production can provide. Whether you want to create a commercial, a training video, or marketing tool, Lush Production can do it all. Lush Production can help from the concept stage to the finished product. They'll even help you with media selection and purchase. Call Lush Production today at 884-7149, where affordability and quality go hand in hand. In one of the most evenly balanced field of 32s that you would ever find here at the NAIA Division II National Tournament. And these quarterfinal games have been fantastic. And Indiana Tech and Oregon Tech, the defending national champion, playing a great game here today. Ball comes into Haysia. Owls 3-point lead with 12:24 to go. Left-hand side to Carlson, down low to Danny Mills underneath. They lose it again. Another turnover. Here they come the other way. D'Antonio Hawkins, but it's knocked away by Andre Lawrence. Scramble for it on the floor, and it goes out of bounds. It'll go back to Indiana Tech. Oh, my goodness, what a great play by Andre Lawrence. Good sportsmanship as Lawrence helped up by Jawan Cooley. These two teams respecting each other's talents. Michael Nunes back in the game. Danny Mills will go out. Indiana Tech's D'Antonio Hawkins will put the ball in play. Gets it into Cooley. Lobs in the middle to Goings. Looking for McKenna. Can't find him. Back out to Hawkins on top. Comes out to Kendrick Cornelius. Wants to drive. Lean in. 18-footer. In and out. Tough roll. Rebound. Put back up by Goings. No good. McKenna gets it. Roll it up. Count the basket. And he's fouled. McKenna hits the hoop. He's got 17 in the game. And the foul was on who?
They called it on Michael.
They called it on Michael Nunes.
On Alex.
His first personal foul of the game. That'll put McKenna at the line. 72% on the year. He has not been there today. He's got 17 to lead all scores. And his shot is on the way, and it's in and out, and Carlson gets the rebound. It's 45-44. They're on a 4-0 run is Indiana Tech. Owls with the lead and the basketball. 11:50 remaining in the game. Haysia out on top to Jarrett Hall on the left-hand side. Hall on the dribble, back to Lavelle. Haysia back to Hall. Hall back to Haysia. Haysia with the basketball. Back over as they camp in the zone. Down into Mike Nunes. Down inside. Back to Hall. Back to Carlson. Open for three. Bingo! Alex Carlson, his first three in the game. He's got 9, and it's 4-point lead, 48-44. Left side, Hawkins looks down low, finds Goings, turns, left-hander, tosses it up, misses everything like a cue ball off the backboard. Rebound to Lawrence, gives it up to Acia. Owls again with a chance to take their biggest lead of the game with a bucket here. 11:07 remaining in the ball game. Acia on the dribble, wants to take it over to Nunes on the right-hand side. Michael, one bounce out to Carlson on top. Kicks it to Hall in the corner to Acia. They stay in the zone. Comes back out to Andre Lawrence. Wants to drive to the hoop. Underneath, put it up and score it. Andre Lawrence now with a total of 13 and a 6-point lead. Biggest of the night for Oregon Tech at 50-44. Lua lost ball, but Hawkins gets it back, misses a shot, and Lawrence out-hustles McKenna for the ball. Andre clears it off to Acia, and LaFell brings it to the front court. 50-44, 10:25 remaining in this ball game. Over to Carlson. Right-hand side, Andre Lawrence in traffic. Andre kicks it back out Carlson. Carlson drives down, back over to Nunes. His three, right side, in and out, tough roll. Tipped way back out, and Acia's got it. Give it to Nunes, to the foul line. Over in the corner to Acia, out to Hall. Hall, one bounce dribble, comes to Carlson. Carlson lines up for another three. In and out of the hopper. Tough roll. It went in and came out. Goings the rebound of all white shirts. Get it ahead to Cooley. Cooley in the hurry, wants to go. Knocks Carlson down. No whistle, and the basket is good. 9 points in the game for Cooley. And it's 50-46. We're under 10 minutes to go at 9:45. Acia walks the ball into front court for OIT. Lavelle out on top. He's going to line up for a three. Bingo! Lavelle Acia. And it's 53-46. The biggest lead is now 7 for OIT, equaling the largest lead of the game, which was 7-0 for Indiana Tech. Down to McKenna, gets away, lays it home. Basket counts, foul Mike Nunes. McKenna took the pass and scored it. He's now got a total of 19. He'll go to the line to shoot one, and Michael Nunes picks up the personal foul, his second, and that will be the third team foul. Jared Hall comes out of the game. Alex Carlson comes out of the game as Max Gotzler into the game for OIT, as well as Mike Hansen. McKenna at the line looking for his 20th point. He's 0 for 1 from the foul line tonight. 53-48. He can get him within 4. Misses it badly, but gets his own rebound on the long rebound. It was that bad. Over to D'Antonio Hawkins for 3, no good. Rebound, scrambled for, McKenna gets it. Out to D'Antonio Hawkins, he'll try another one, in and out again. This one is round, and Mike Nunes comes up with it. As McKenna couldn't hold on to it, gives it back to Acia. 9 minutes exactly remaining in the ball game. 53-48. Oregon Tech out on top. Acia with the ball, and he is going to be fouled. As if it's Hawkins, if it's Cooley, it's going to be 4.
That's who he pointed at.
And it is. It's Jawan Cooley, and that is his 4th personal foul. Now there's 8:54 to go.
That's only the second Indiana Tech foul this half.
Owls put it in to way out on top to Max Gotzler. They're going to send someone in, looks like for Cooley. To Nunes and out to Acia on top. Over to Mike Nunes for 3. Got it. From the right side, Nunes. And it is 56-48. Indiana Tech wants timeout as Oregon Tech has their biggest lead of the game. We'll be back.
The Red Lion Station House Lounge is the place to meet your friends after work. Monday through Friday, we have free appetizers from 4 until 6, and every Friday night from 9 until 1, enjoy the best live country and classic rock played by our DJ. After the game, stop by for your favorite beverage. Everyone at the Red Lion Station House Lounge wishes Oregon Tech the best of luck this season. Cheers from the Red Lion Station House Lounge.
I'm hungry. You hungry?
Yeah, I could go for a little greasy now, a little tired later.
What?
A little greasy now, a little tired later.
Yeah, I had a little greasy now, a little tired later yesterday. How about an exotic-sounding wallet emptier?
Yeah, those are good. Or we could get a total happiness.
We deserve a total happiness.
We do.
Yes, total happiness just might be a Subway meatball marinara, smothered in marinara sauce, surrounded by melted cheese, and tucked into fresh baked bread. Subway, eat fresh.
Subway with 3 locations, the OIT College Union, 625 Main and 2883 South 6th.
8 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in this ball game. Oregon Tech 56, Indiana Tech 48. Indiana Tech averaging 93 points on the year, and Oregon Tech defense has been prevalent here, and now they're starting to hit some shots. All right, Indiana Tech in the front court. Hawkins out on top with the ball and gives it to Frizen.
Hold by Hansen.
And Hansen is called for the hold. And on the birthday kid, that'll be his first personal. And on Oregon Tech, that will be their 4th foul. A new 35. As Frizen gets the ball in to Hawkins, wants to put up a little 6-footer in the lane, and he hits it. Nice shot by Hawkins. Hawkins now the game with a dozen. And they'll put pressure on the Owls. Carlson trying to get it in and looking, does get it into Hansen and ahead to Andre Lawrence. As they swarm over him, he gives it to Haysia to Carlson. Nice job to getting it to the front court. Down the lane to Hansen. Hansen kicks it back out. Haysia open for 3. Splat! And Lavelle Haysia has got 15. And it's 59-50. Biggest lead, Oregon Tech, 9. Down low, they get it to Goings. He pushes his way around, then they grab the ball. They struggle on the floor, and it is going to be a possession arrow, and it goes to Oregon Tech. And Mike Schell, that's another turnover for Indiana Tech.
Well, you know, they average 17 turnovers a game. I think they're above that this game
Oh, yeah.
so far.
Are they ever? They're over 20 right now.
But that's still quite a few.
Yes, that's a bunch. And they are now cleaning up under the basket. But this so far has been an amazing game on defense. I watched Indiana Tech play last night. I thought they were unbeatable.
It kind of shows you the defensive level of Oregon Tech.
And we'll see what happens. We still got 7:47 to go, 59-50. Oregon Tech with a 9-point lead. Full court pressure. And Carlson, kind of a lazy pass it looked like. And it was kicked out of bounds by
He threw it right at
Cornelius. Lucky that it wasn't picked off. Carlson looking to get it in and lobs to Nunes on the wing, and Mike Nunes to the front court to Mike Hansen. Good play over to Andre Lawrence for 3, and he buries it. And it is 62-50, a 12-point lead. Out on top of the ball. Get it left side to Hawkins, down to Goings, back to the big guy, knocked away by Lawrence as he took it right out of the hands of McKenna. Gives it over to Carlson. And Carlson comes to the front court. Oregon Tech, 7 minutes and 15 seconds left in the game, a 12-point lead. Out to Mike Hansen, drives in the corner. Hansen in trouble, has terminated his dribble, gets it to Nunes. Nunes out on top to Andre Lawrence. Lawrence wants Haysia to come out on top. Hawkins pushes him. No foul. Get it to Carlson. Carlson down low to Lawrence. Turn around, kicks it over to Haysia. Back out to Lawrence with 3 seconds. Tosses it from there. In and out. Tough roll. And the ball is picked off on the rebound by McKenna. Ahead to Hawkins. Hawkins drives, puts up a 16-foot runner, and it's good. Hawkins now in the game with 14. Pass to Andre Lawrence. Ahead to Mike Hansen. He's 1 against 4, so he's going to stop. And passes back out to Nunes, left-hand side to Carlson. Al's trying to run a little clock with 6:25 to go, and they lead it by 10. Haysia's got the ball out on top. Cooley out of the game right now with 4 personal fouls. He is their leader, the point guard, and Hawkins is called for the foul, only his second. D'Antonio Hawkins has fouled out of both games before this one, and he has played a lot more today than he did in the first 2 contests, obviously. And Andre Lawrence will take the ball out. 6:14 remaining in the ball game, and Owls leading by 10. Gets it into Haysia. They try to double him, and a foul is going to be called on Hawkins. Now they are calling the fouls that should be called, as Lavelle was almost flattened. And that will be team foul number 4. So each team now with 4 fouls in the second half. Owls take it out, get it in the backcourt to Haysia. Lavelle on the dribble. Gets it ahead to Carlson. In the middle to Andre Lawrence to Mike Hansen. Lay it home. Hansen with another basket, and it's back to a 12-point lead, and we've hit 6 minutes to go. D'Antonio Hawkins tosses it up and in on a 10-foot runner. A great shot. Hawkins now has a total of 9 this half and 16 in the game. Cuts it back to a 10-point lead. Haysia front court. Out on top to Carlson. Holds it near center court. Comes left side to Hansen. Back to Haysia. Thereafter Lavelle is Cornelius. Lavelle with the basketball will back it off. 14 to go on the shot clock. Lavelle's going to take it down low, and a jump ball is called as he goes right in the middle. And the possession arrow as he was tied up on the play by Goings. And it will go back to Indiana Tech, and Cooley comes back in the game. Frizen will sit down. Starting lineup back in for Indiana Tech. It is Oregon Tech 64, Indiana Tech 54 with 5:27 remaining in the game. 64-54. Indiana Tech with the ball. Cooley, left-hand side, gets it to Kendrick Cornelius. Back out to Cooley. Out to Hawkins on top. Down along the baseline to McKenna. McKenna trying to drive his way and turn in the lane. Put up a little 7-footer. No good. Tipped up and in by Cornelius. He has 8 in the game. Owls in the backcourt. Carlson. The lead is 8. Gets it over in the corner now. Mike Nunes, and back out to Haysia. Owls kind of spread the court. Get it underneath to Danny Mills, who's back in the game, and he lays it home on a pass for Lawrence.
Danny Mills made a layup.
First bucket of the game for Danny, and it's a 10-point lead. Cooley goes in, scoops it to the hoop. Great play, rolls it in. 9 this half, 11 in the game. The lead is 8. They put the pressure on. They steal the ball. They lose it out of bounds, so the Owls got a break. Owls got a break. Coach Klein not happy, raced down the side of the bench, saying that it was off Oregon Tech, and the officials said no, it was off Indiana Tech. Owls will put it back in play. 4:34 remaining in the game. 66 Oregon Tech, 58 for Indiana Tech. In the backcourt, Carlson over to Haysia. Back over to Lawrence, to Carlson, ahead to Danny Mills in the front court, back to Andre Lawrence. Good ball movement. Out to Carlson on top, give it up to Haysia. They'll try to work for the easy bucket and run clock. 4:15 remaining in the game, and the ball knocked out of bounds by the hustling McKenna as he raced over in front of Alex Carlson. 12 to go on the shot clock. 4:14 on the game clock. Nitty-gritty time in this ball game. Out to Danny Mills. Mills gives it back to Lavelle. Lavelle drives down the middle. Lavelle takes it in, scoops it to the hoop, and scores it. Haysia now with 17 in the game, and it's back to a 10-point lead. McKenna for 3, in and out, rebound underneath. Carlson's got it. Gets it over to Danny Mills, who has it in the corner, to Andre Lawrence, who is fouled and knocked to the floor by McKenna, who picks him up.
Knocked hard to the floor.
Knocked very hard to the floor, and they didn't even call a foul?
They did not call a foul.
They didn't call a foul? They did. Okay. I thought I had to look up to see it. All right, McKenna. Good sportsmanship all the way, and you want to make sure nobody gets hurt. Oh, wow. Good sportsmanship, but Andre got whacked. But he's all right. They'll put the ball in play with a fresh 35. 3:52 on the game clock. Oregon Tech 68. Indiana Tech 58. Can the Owls survive here in the quarterfinals and go back to the Branson Bell and still try to defend their title? Jared Hall has come back into the game for OIT. Great foul shooter. Carlson gets it into Nunes, who wanted to knock it ahead. Hall didn't understand the play. It went out of bounds. Turnover, Oregon Tech, a costly one. Danny Mills will come back into the game. And he's coming in for Jared Hall. They wanted Hall in for foul shooting. Now they want Mills in for defense.
Defense and rebounding.
Yeah, and rebounding. All right, here comes Cooley. Out of the backcourt, gives it up to Hawkins. Hawkins now with the dribble. Hawkins is going to go in, toss it up. No good. Rebound tapped around to who's got it underneath. Knocked away, and Mills comes up with it. Get it over to Carlson now, and ahead to Mike Nunes. Nunes 1 against 3. Look out, Michael. And a foul is going to be called, and Cooley's gone. 5th foul on Juwan Cooley. As he reached in at the 3:29 mark, he is gone. And they'll have to send Frizen back into the game And boy, I'll tell you, when your leader of the pack, the All-American who Danny Miles felt might be the player of the year, is gone with 3:29 to go. We'll have to see what's going to happen here.
What you have to be careful about here, Bobby, 3:29, and this is a deadly shooting three-point team.
Oh.
We saw that last night.
Well, there's one player that made all the threes last night.
Yeah, but there's two others that
Ed
are pretty
Cornelius.
decent shots.
And of course, I think that they're still going to go to McKenna if they can get it to him.
Yeah.
But great defense by Oregon Tech. And so into the game as Cooley is fouled out of the game. Frizen comes back into the game. Owls will put it in. Fresh 35. They get it into Carlson. Back to Nunes. Nunes holding the basketball. Now Michael will drive and give it over to Jared Hall, who is in the game. Hall hands it back to Andre Lawrence. Andre Lawrence back over to Hall, and they are really running clock with 3:15 to go. Back out to Haysiat, and on the shot clock, 17. Lavelle brings it out, gives it to Hall, who will go out on top to Carlson. As Oregon Tech is really in a four corners and a stall. We're under 3 minutes to go. Haysiat drives to the hoop, wants to scoop it up. It will not go. Tipped up by Lawrence. He's got it underneath again, and we have they call traveling. I thought they call a jump ball possession arrow.
I would say that should have been a jump ball.
And they called a travel. Oregon Tech getting a bad break there because I think it definitely a jump ball. You know, the officiating, and not to criticize, but I think the officiating in the past has been a little better than what I've seen this year at the tournament, and that's not to criticize the officials.
Well, you know, we're in the third round, and there's not a big time crunch going on right now. I would think that they'd be calling a little tighter.
All right. Want to remind you that this is the sports leader in the Klamath Basin, KAGO 1150 on your AM dial, Klamath Falls, Oregon, 2:45 to go. Front court, Indiana Tech. Driving is Cornelius, want to throw it up, and he gets it right to Danny Mills as the Owls contested his shot. Over to Nunes, back to Carlson. He is almost mugged in the backcourt, gets it ahead to Danny Mills. Look out, Danny. Danny has the ball stolen, wasn't watching what he was doing. As it's stolen and then thrown clear down the other way, and it's going to go out of bounds, but to Oregon Tech. That was like billiards.
Yeah.
It went one way, it went the other way.
You got the ball across the timeline. Danny needed to grab it and just go for a jump.
Right.
He's thinking breakaway, but he's not a good enough ball handler.
And now back to a fresh 35 for Oregon Tech. Full court pressure with 2:26 to go, 10-point lead. Pass comes into Andre Lawrence. They grabbed him, but no foul. Lawrence is going to take it down, roll it up, misses the lay-in. Jared Hall, the rebound, and he gets it out to Lavelle Haysiat, to Michael Nunes. And Michael is fouled by McKenna. And McKenna will pick up his three. Yeah, that would be... Nunes was clear out above the foul circle, and a continuation to the basket to score after the whistle. I don't think so. Team foul number 7 on Indiana Tech. Nunes will shoot, and these are big free throws with 2:14 to go. Shot, Michael, good. He's now 3 for 3 at the line, and Mike Nunes has got 12 points. He'll have one more. 69-58, Oregon Tech, an 11-point lead over Indiana Tech. Nunes will have one more. Puts it up, left-handed, in the hopper. 12 in the game now. 13 in the game for Mike Nunes. 70-58, biggest lead again, 12. In the middle, they kick it over. Long three on the way. D'Antonio Hawkins, no good. Over the backboard, it'll go back to Oregon Tech. 2:07 remaining in this game. You might think I'm crazy, but if Oregon Tech can hold on and win this, I call it an upset, folks, even though it's the 14-seeded team. I just thought they were that good. And Oregon Tech's defense has been phenomenal. Foul goes against Kendrick Cornelius. Jared Hall will go to the foul line. Hall on the season, 23 of 27, 85%. And I was talking earlier in the day to Danny Miles. I said, do you realize that Jawan Cooley has shot more foul shots in 2 games than Jared Hall has the whole year? Hall at the line, shooting 1-1. First shot on the way, perfect for Jared Hall. Biggest lead of the game, now 13. He can make it 14. Danny Mills will come back in. Second shot, good again by Jared Hall. 72-58 with 2:03 to go. Hall comes out of the game. Danny Mills comes back in for rebounding and defense. All right, Cornelius to the front court. Almost lost the ball. Andre Lawrence after it with him, and Mike Nunes. Possession arrow will go to Oregon Tech. This has been utterly fantastic defense. I don't think I've seen Oregon Tech play any better defense.
You know, and they knew that's what they had to do to win this ball game, is play defense, play hard with a lot of heart.
Owls will take it out. They get it into Jared Hall, who came in for Danny Mills at the possession change. Out to Haysia, down to 1:48. Lavelle on the dribble, kicks it out to Carlson. Carlson gives it over to Andre Lawrence and to Jared Hall. Hall with the ball. Hall's going to hold on, gives it back to Carlson. Back across to Haysia as they play the four corners. 1:35 to go, and Haysia is fouled. Hawkins did not like that call. It's funny to listen to the kids. You know, they're all young men, and he's trying to tell him, I didn't foul.
I don't know if he's trying to say I fouled him clear back here, or if he's saying
I
was standing back there.
And that's going to be his fourth foul. He is going to, before we're done, he'll probably foul out of all 3 games he's played in. This will put Haysia at the line. Shot no good by Lavelle. 72-58, 1:30 to go. The lead is 14. Underneath, and what a block by Michael Nunes on the shot by Adam Husky. And the Oregon Tech faithful on their feet as Mike Nunes flew in. Now, Hall will sit down. Mills will come back in for defensive purposes with 1:25 to go. And Andre Lawrence will sit down. He has been brilliant again today with the whole Owl team playing so well. And the little engine that could, Lavelle Haysia, he has been in the game he loves it. He loves the game, and he's been there from moment one in this game. 14-point lead. Oregon Tech. D'Antonio Hawkins down to Husky. He puts it up over the top and rolls it home. Husky with the basket. That is his first basket of the game. And timeout Indiana Tech, 72-60, 1:22 to go. We'll be back.
Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Pizza with 2 locations to serve you in Klamath Falls, 3140 South 6th Street and 2583 Campus Drive. From our kitchen to your oven, for the freshest taste in pizza, it's Papa Murphy's. Frankie and the gang at Coldwell Banker Holman Premier Realty want to congratulate Coach Danny Miles and the Hustling Owls on winning the 2004 NAIA National Championship. Good things happen to good people. Just like the champion Owls, at Coldwell Banker Holman Premier Realty, this team will give you 100% effort in selling or buying a home. Coldwell Banker Premier Realty. Is there really a choice?
Back here at the national tournament from College of the Ozarks, Keeter Gymnasium in Point Lookout, Missouri. Owls will put the ball in play. They get it into Jared Hall, and they call a jump. And the possession arrow goes to Indiana Tech. They tied him up. He tried to cover up, make him foul him, and they called the jump and give him back the ball with 1:18 to go. Not over yet, folks. 72-60 Oregon Tech with 1:18 to go. Get the ball into D'Antonio Hawkins. Hawkins has it stolen by Jared Hall. Give it over to Haysia to Carlson. Alex coming across the timeline with the ball ahead to Mike Nunes. Nunes down to Andre Lawrence. Andre's just going to bring it out. Give it to Jared Hall. He's going to give it over to Andre. Andre's going to hold it. We're down to a minute. Back to Jared Hall. And Oregon Tech looks like they're going to win this ball game, folks. Let's get on your feet if you're a Tech fan, and that's an Oregon Tech fan. But I'll tell you, Indiana Tech in shock right now because I'm basically in shock, Mike Schell. I thought that Indiana Tech, the way I watched them play, but folks, let me tell you back home, Oregon Tech defense, I think, is far superior this year to a year ago.
Yeah, you very well could be true.
I'll ask Danny during the postgame. Shot Jared Hall. And it's 73-60, and Oregon Tech will be playing the winner of the Northwestern Iowa Walsh game in the semifinals on Monday night. Hall makes them both. Jared's got 6. Front court, Cornelius, the ball knocked out of bounds by Andre Lawrence. What a job he has done on Kendrick Cornelius. Unbelievable. All right. And they're chanting Final Four in the Oregon Tech section. A three-pointer on the way by D'Antonio Hawkins. And Hawkins in the second half has a total of 12, and he's got 19 in the game for Hawkins. And the score is 74-63. Owls will be taking the ball out underneath. The Indiana Tech basket. Lob to Lavelle Hacia, and he is fouled immediately. I got you with a pen. Didn't mean to.
Yeah, I thought they called a timeout there, Bobby. I was ready to go to commercial, but it was a timeout, but it was a substitution timeout.
Kendrick Cornelius with the foul. 74-63. That will put Hacia on the line. He has 17 in the game. He is 3 of 5 at the foul line. And he will shoot 2 because that's 10 team fouls. First shot, perfect by Lavelle. 75-63, Oregon Tech. 76-63 as Lavelle converts both. 49 seconds to go. D'Antonio Hawkins down, and the ball is tied up by Andre Lawrence. Possession arrow, Oregon Tech.
I disagree with that call. As soon as he got up, he changed his pivot point, and that's a travel.
Well, you're probably right. Oregon Tech's going to get it either way with 42.7. 76-63. OIT the lead. Indiana Tech still not giving up. Got a lot of fight in them. Long pass down to Andre Lawrence, and he throws it off of him. Great play by Andre as he threw the ball off of Husky. And Husky actually fouled him. Clearly a foul on the pass as he was pushed, but they want to get the game over and get back to the locker room and have a tall, cool one. That's bottled water, right? Nunes will take the ball out for OIT. Gets it into Jared Hall. Hall on the dribble. Gives it over to Andre Lawrence. Lawrence dribbling around with a basketball. Comes back out with it. They're chasing him. They can't catch him. Gives it to Alex Carlson. Alex gives it back to Andre. Andre with the ball with 27 to go. Has the ball swiped. Gets it over to Nunes. Back to Andre Lawrence. Now Indiana Tech picks it up as a loose ball. And all of a sudden now we have a foul.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, a foul now after all of the fouls down here where we were beaten to a pulp.
That is poor in my opinion.
Let's let the game just end, folks. The game is over. Regardless of who wins, this game is over. And they called that one on Mike Nunes, I do believe. Long shot, no good. Hacia the rebound, and he is fouled by D'Antonio Hawkins, who has done me a favor. He is once again fouled out for the third straight game.
And the final game.
And his final game with 12.9 to go. He is fouled out. This is ridiculous, these fouls that they've called at the end. I mean,
to not call them for
not
like
call
30
them
seconds.
and then call them. You know, when guys are getting really shoved and pushed, they don't call the foul, and then some pity little foul they call. I'm sorry, folks. Officiating has not been up to par what we saw here a year ago. And new player coming in for Indiana Tech, and that's going to be Jacob Newhart. Shot by Hacia is good. As Lavelle hits the first one, he'll have one more. And coming out of the game, they're going to bring in Pete Longgood comes in, Alan Johnson, Max Gotzler, the birthday boy Mike Hansen comes back in, along with Hacia. Lavelle will shoot one more. The lead is 14. Make it 15. And that's the biggest lead of the night. Indiana Tech out of the backcourt with the ball. And a long three for Cornelius, no good. And Lavelle Hacia has the ball, and that will do it. Oregon Tech remains alive as they win this game from Indiana Tech, 78-63 in a shocker. As far as a lot of people like yours truly is concerned, I did not really believe that we could win after what I saw last night. But, of course, you got to know the little general and his defense. And, wow.